So before we get started, I just want to take the time to address a small issue with my last video.
What they don't say when they're typing is that, like, 1 minute after they type that, their mom's like, get upstairs and take out the garbage!
Why is the garbage upstairs? Thank you to the commenters who reminded me that she was talking about losers living in their mom's basement. I live in Florida. We don't really know what basements are. Our losers live in their mom's garage. But speaking of losers, apart from being a normal, boring Wednesday for most people, today's the day that liberal arts majors and baristas everywhere went on strike for freedom, blocked traffic, and went to jail. What a bold statement. Thanks, girls, for standing up for working women everywhere by making it harder for them to get home after a long day of doing something with their lives.
Ashley Judd, stupid fucking slut.
Oh, look, it's what this video is going to be about.
You can't sue someone for calling them a cunt. If you can't handle the internet, fuck off, whore.
Okay, so far I agree with this completely.
I wish Ashley Judd would die a horrible death. She is the absolute worst. Ashley Judd, you're the reason women shouldn't vote.
Oh, that's kind of messed up. But are you sure these are recent? I mean, I'm pretty sure Twitter didn't exist around the time you lost relevance. Did you get these on MySpace? Remember MySpace? I mean, it's still there, sort of, just we aren't.
Twisted is such a bad movie, I don't even want to rape it.
What is that? Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'd rape that movie at all. The funniest thing about this to me is that you know she's quoting a tweet from some Sargon fan who made a joke based on this tweet, which is a joke that demonstrates that the word rape in any context is considered misogyny, even if you're saying you wouldn't do it. Also, it's cool to see that a slam against a movie directed by Philip Kaufman, written by Sarah Thorpe, starring Sam Jackson, Andy Garcia, and Ashley Judd, is a misogynist slam against Ashley Judd and only Ashley Judd. I'm not trying to be an armchair psychologist, but maybe you think a little higher of yourself than is healthy.
Whatever you do, don't tell Ashley Judd she'll die alone with a dried out vagina.
Oh no, the secret's out. That was ineffective. It's almost like they wanted you to know.
If I had to fuck an older woman, oh my God, I would fuck the shit out of Ashley Judd. That bitch is hot AF. The unforgivable shit I would do to her.
Wow, it must be nice to still be getting such flattering compliments at your age. I hope men still talk about me this way if I live that much longer. I'm quite popular with the boys, you see.
Online misogyny is a global gender rights tragedy, and it is imperative that it ends.
So to sum it up so far, you've got a bunch of personal insults directed at you because you seem like an intolerable narcissistic cunt, a suggestion that you fuck off if you can't handle words on a screen from anonymous people on the internet, somebody professes he wouldn't perform an impossible sexual act on a movie, and somebody wants to fuck you. Now, somebody saying you're the reason women shouldn't vote sounds misogynistic to me, but I'm not sure someone expressing that opinion, probably not seriously, constitutes a global tragedy or that it's imperative that it ends. It's just some asshole exercising his freedom of speech, so I'd argue it's imperative that it continues. You are still hot AF, though. I mean, if I had to fuck an older woman. Oh, yeah, okay, alright, yeah, sure. I'm sure that helps with the fucking ego.
Girls' and women's voices and our allies' voices are constrained in ways that are personally, economically, professionally, and politically damaged. And when we curb abuse, we will expand freedom.
Holy shit, I don't know why we don't take Hollywood movie stars more seriously when it comes to social issues. She just dropped a fucking bombshell. How can we be expected to expand freedom with all this freedom getting in the way? By the way, add ally to the list of words feminists have raped and left to die in a ditch, broken and sobbing. I've decided to not really cover what's going on here because she's literally rambling about basketball in some tweet she made about basketball. It doesn't seem to relate to anything at all unless she's actually complaining that referees ignore her in the middle of a game.
Funny, they're very friendly to me before the opening tip, but they really ignore me during the game.
I mean, in which case...
Kill yourself.
No! Why does Christopher Eccleston keep burning bridges?
It is routine for me to be treated in the ways I've already described to you. It happens to me every single day on social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook.
Me too. Where's my fucking platform? Oh, that's right. I don't have a pussy to gush blood every time somebody says something mean about me. You can add that to your list if you want.
Since I joined Twitter in 2011, misogyny and misogynists have amply demonstrated they will dog my every step. My spirituality, my faith, being a hillbilly, I can say that, you can't. All of it is fair game.
Again, me too. But how is it misogyny? When did we redefine misogyny as not being nice to individual women? 2012. I bet it was 2012. It was, wasn't it? Listen, you're a ridiculous garbage person, but that doesn't mean that women are ridiculous garbage people. You aren't women any more than you're that shitty movie I wouldn't even rape.
And I have responded to this with various strategies. I've tried engaging people. This one guy was sending me hyper-sexual, nasty stuff, and there was a girl in his avatar, and I wrote him back and said, "Is that your daughter? I feel a lot of fear that you may think about and talk to women this way." And he surprised me by saying, "You know what? You're right. I apologize. Sometimes people want to be held accountable."
So your very first example of a strategy that you tried was a successful... It worked. It worked. So, fuck.
This one guy was musing to I don't know who, that maybe I was the definition of a cunt. I was married to a Scot for 14 years, so I said, cunt means many different things in different countries. But I'm pretty sure you epitomize the global standard of a dick.
And they laughed and laughed. So your second strategy is to snap back with some sass and brag about it in a TED Talk. Cool. This global tragedy must end. It's imperative that it must. Also, I'm pretty sure cunt is universal, so she's probably wrong, but I think it's funny she attributes this knowledge to having been married to a Scot instead of, like, you know, knowing things independent of her relationship with a man. Feminism.
I've tried to rise above it. I've tried to get in the trenches, but mostly I would scroll through these social media platforms with one eye partially closed, trying not to see it, but you can't make a cucumber out of a pickle.
Yeah. So anyway, you lost. You lost the battle. You are weak. Your weakness, mean words on the internet. Fuck you, Ashley Judd.
What is seen goes in. It's traumatic.
People are actually raped. Okay, they don't just get shitty movies they acted in threatened with rape. They get raped. Literally. Physically. This is traumatic to you, really. There was really some advice earlier I think you need to take.
If you can't handle the internet, fuck off, whore. Even I, an avowed, self-declared feminist who worships at the altar of Gloria.
Awkward laughs from the 5 people who don't get that she's being serious.
Internalize the patriarchy. This is really critical. Patriarchy is not boys and men. It is a system in which we all participate, including me.
Patriarchy is a system where men hold all the power and women are largely excluded from it. Men do not hold all the power and women aren't excluded from it literally at all. You can't internalize it. It doesn't affect all of us. It doesn't affect any of us. It doesn't exist. Not here.
On that particular day, for some reason, that particular tweet after the basketball game.
Oh, well, this seems like out of order, but now we're going to figure out what that basketball thing was all about.
Triggered something called a cyber mob. This vitriolic, global outpouring of the most heinous hate speech, death threats, rape threats. And don't you know, when I was sitting at home alone in my nightgown, I got a phone call, and it was my beloved former husband, and he said on a voicemail, "Loved one, what is happening to you is not okay." And there was something about him taking a stand for me that night that allowed me to take a stand for myself, and I started to write.
Writing? Oh, god damn it. He was trying to fuck you. You know, go back to the well one more time before your vagina dries up and you die alone. I really wish women weren't such useless idiots. God, I hate them.
Ashley Judd, stupid fucking slut.
Yeah, I guess I could have just posted that clip instead of wasting my time with this shitty video. Oh well, what's done is done. Uploading now.